Welcome back. We're visiting with Twyla White, Shanna Peak, and Kirsten DeJagger. They are with the Ozark Rape Crisis Center, and you are sponsoring a lip sync competition?
So we're hosting, yes.
You're hosting
Yes.
one.
I'm
Okay.
practicing my lip sync.
You are?
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad you are.
So,
Yeah, that was perfect.
I know y'all, how many years is this the?
This is our second
Second
annual
annual?
Summer Lip Sync Showdown.
Okay.
Say that 3 times fast.
No,
We
I
practiced
can't.
our names.
I did good to get your names.
I know.
Without messing that up. So, tell me about the competition. And I know right now it's not till a little later on, but you all are looking for contestants.
Yes,
So I'd
that's right.
suggest, yeah.
It's coming up quick.
Yes.
It is. It
So
is.
tell me about the competition itself.
Sure. So last year was our first time doing it, and we had an amazing time. It was a total party. So the Summer Lip Sync Showdown is hosted at the Lyric. And the proceeds of it benefit the Ozark Rape Crisis Center. So it funds the services we provide, like victim advocacy. Both Twyla and Shanna are victim advocates. And it helps us to operate that 24-hour crisis hotline.
Right.
So basically the event is, if you've seen lip sync shows on TV or online, we are asking people to come out, maybe put on a funny costume if they want to, and to just perform a lip sync number.
You don't even have to have a good voice.
No, that's the beauty of
He
it.
voluntold himself
Yes,
over here,
exactly.
so you're a contestant
this,
now.
This idea originally started as a karaoke competition, and I thought, well, I can't ask people to do something that I myself cannot do,
Right.
because I can't sing, but I can lip sync. So it became a lip sync battle, and we had some great performances last year. We had Harrison PD took home the People's Choice Award. They did Bad Boys. It was so.
Oh, how fun.
Yes.
And I didn't get to come,
They're
but
returning.
They are
They're
returning.
And we
Funny.
won't ask them to do something we won't do because we will have
You
a
will
number
do
as
it?
well.
Yeah.
okay.
ORCC
Yeah.
performs the finale. So get
Oh, how
excited.
fun.
But we do have a first, second, and third place prize, as well as a People's Choice Award. But then also happening in the lobby is our silent auction. So we have some
Okay.
companies donate items, and we had a lot of things to give away last year. I think
We even
the
anticipated.
thing that I ended up bidding on a lot last year was the night at the Seville. That's what I wanted to win, was the night
Uh-huh.
at the Seville.
and did you win it?
No, I was on stage. I was a little preoccupied with getting my name on the paper. But I did want to say, we are hosting it, but we're so thankful for our sponsors. We got some really
Okay.
wonderful sponsors sign up to sponsor the event. The list of those sponsors you can find on our ORCC Facebook page. We're going to go live today with our promotion.
Oh,
so this is
good.
like the start of it all.
Okay.
So you can find out who's sponsoring the event on ORCC. But then we also received a grant from the Harrison Tourism Bureau. So
Nice.
we are hoping to bring a lot of people in. The last segment I know is about revitalizing downtown. So we're hoping a lot of people will visit from the surrounding counties and come out for dinner, come out for a show, support an awesome cause.
Cool.
Tell us what the ORCC, I mean, I know the name, but tell us more about what it,
Ozark Rape
what it
Crisis
does.
Center has been in Harrison for 26 years. We now have 2 offices. So our executive director, Dorinda Edmiston, I know you know her. She moved down to Clarksville, and so that office has 2 people in it, and it serves Pope and Johnson County, and then we serve Boone, Newton, Marion. They always have to help me, Searcy and Carroll County up here. So the 3 of us are in the office here, but then we have to have volunteers. And so we really, really rely on volunteers because we are the staff in the office, but then we have volunteers that man our 24-hour hotline at nights and on weekends. And so we train them. We are ACASA trained, certified sexual assault advocates, and that's Arkansas Coalition Against Sexual Assault out of Little Rock.
Okay.
And so our volunteers get the same training. So we have
I'm sorry, go
no,
ahead.
no.
Well, I was going to say, and people can call if they are in that situation,
Yes.
and you can direct them.
We will talk to them. We will talk to them at night, on the weekends, if they need us to come to the ER and be their advocate there. Because we're trained in that, we kind of know how to anticipate what's going to happen because it's so scary for them.
Right.
We will go to the police stations, law enforcement, and then we will walk alongside them all the way until prosecution, if that's where
Okay.
it goes to. So we're right there with them if they need paperwork filled out, if they need to know if they lose their sometimes they lose their house, but sometimes they can't go back to that
Right.
place. So if it's housing, we work with all the other agencies in town and therapy. We help them to the point that we don't offer services, and then we will help them get to those services.
It's a traumatic. It's a traumatic event, and then it's probably traumatic for them to have the courage to call to ask for help.
It is.
So
It is.
it's definitely a needed.
It is. And then on top of that, besides that and volunteers, then we have the prevention education, which is what Kirsten does out in our schools. So it's a
So how to
prevention
prevent the
piece
whole
of
deal.
it.
I go and I teach students about consent, and we talk about healthy dating relationships. So yeah, it's a prevention piece and also the advocacy piece of it.
So
Okay.
you teach black and white. You teach that consent is consent and
Yes
no
means
means
yes,
no.
and no
Yes.
means
Right,
no,
okay.
and
Okay.
that's right. And anything in between is a no.
And I think
Right.
that's part of the guilt process because they think there's gray there, and there's not.
Yeah.
So you teach that so it's instilled in.
So I teach
the
students
students.
grades 6 through 12, only a yes means yes.
Okay.
In 6 counties.
Okay. Oh wow. So Shanna, what do you do with the?
So I'm fairly new. I'm a sexual assault advocate as well. So Ms. Twyla over here has been a great mentor. She's taken me around to the different counties to kind of help us get our name out and also introduce me to law enforcement, the medical field, and stuff like that. So
Okay.
everything she listed, I do as well.
Okay.
Do you do programs out in the field too? or-
I do not. That's usually
Okay,
just
that's your-
Kirsten.
Okay.
We can talk to the community, and she and I can do that as well as Kirsten. We can do community organizations. We can go into workplaces and do their employee like
Churches.
training, churches. We can go into
You've
that.
done lunch and learns.
Yeah, but Shanna is doing what she's doing right now is our it's Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And so she's
Okay.
our social media guru.
Okay.
I wouldn't
So-
say guru.
So obviously you have a Facebook page.
Yes.
We do.
And an
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay, so if and I'm thinking if someone needs to contact you, if they're in that situation, need a contact, then I have a number up there, 741-4141.
That's it.
Yes. And we have an
So-
800 number too, and hope I don't get it wrong. I think it's 800-818-1189.
That's right.
Okay.
Which that is our toll-free number that will come into for a crisis, but it also comes into our offices as well, and it's answered 24 hours a day.
Okay.
We also are connected into the RAIN hotline, which is the Rape and Incest Network,
Okay.
that will forward on through because they ask them questions as to where they're at.
And you brought up a good point that you need volunteers to be able to field those calls, or so they can contact that number as well to
either
become a
one of those
volunteer.
numbers. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if people are wanting to volunteer, if they're wanting to learn more about our services, or if they're wanting to sign up for Lip Sync, that's the number to call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But sign up for Lip Sync
That's right.
right.
That's
because
right.
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be at the Lyric, and what's the date one more time?
June 1st
I don't
at
think we
7
talked about that.
p.m.
Plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
practice.
but they want contestants.
Well,
now.
spots are filling up. So if
Yeah.
you want to sign up, you don't have to know what song you're performing yet, but just give me a call and let me know
Okay.
you want on the
and
list.
do you necessarily have to do a song? Can you do a monologue?
We're looking for songs.
Okay.
No one's asked us that yet before.
There's comedy.
interesting.
She's
comedy
looking at her
I'm thinking
wheels
of
are turning.
comedy routines.
Oh, yeah.
If somebody
Oh,
wanted to do
interesting.
something like that, yeah.
That's interesting.
Not that I want to do anything like that, but I just thought maybe.
what I'm
I think we
hearing.
should do a
If you want to
stick.
do it.
Maybe we might have to look into that for next year. No one's
Yeah.
asked us that yet.
Okay. All right. They may expand.
It's lip syncing though.
Yes,
Yes.
it's lip sync.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So contact them for to become a contestant.
That's right.
Let them know you want to do it.
That's right.
All right.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank
and
you.
Good luck
Thank
with
you
that.
very much,
Thank you
ladies.
very
for
much.
having
Appreciate
us.
it.
And I'll come away with the grand prize.
Up next, we have Eric Turner. He is here to talk about the Colton's Boy Scout benefit. Stay with us.